Hello guys, and how's your trading going for the week? Hope you're having an amazing week. Now, every weekend we normally post our analysis of what we're seeing on the charts, and we did that this Sunday, right? And when we told you guys in the analysis, as you can see these drawings here, we told you guys that we'll be looking for buys from majorly this zone, all right? But and we were also said, okay, if price gets here and this place doesn't bounce from here, then most likely it would bounce from this or that zone right here, right? But when the market opened, all right, what did we see? Instead of price trying to head back down, all right, and like I told you guys, because I told you guys that if price breaks this line over here, this level over here, right, if we saw a break downwards like this, then we know that price would most likely keep coming down, and then we'll look for our entry for sales over here, right? But what happened instead? Price just shot up. Price just flew. All right, guys. And I now realized that during the analysis that I was making, I didn't actually account for that. I didn't tell you guys about that because you always need to account for every possibility or every scenario that could happen, right? Like I said, if price were to break this line, this area, this support over here downwards, okay, and we saw price close downwards. Now let me draw this. I know there's a drawing there already. If price were to come down like this and broke it, right, we'll then look for a buy somewhere around here. I'll sell somewhere around there, and then we'll now take the market down. But since price didn't do that, so if we say price is going to do that, if price does that, this is what we're going to do. So if price doesn't do that, then what's the other thing that price would do? Price would most likely keep pushing up and break this resistance, which is what price actually did, right? And actually, if I was keeping an eye on this chart, right? If I was keeping an eye on the chart, because I kind of slept off. So if I was looking at the charts, right, let's go down to the 15 minutes, then you see something over there. Yes. So you'd see that this area was a key area, right? So if price was to go up here and keeps pushing up like this, that already is an indication that price wants to keep going up, right? So if I had seen that, I probably would have capitalized on these buys, right? Especially during the Asian Open, right? So this was a good area that you could have bought from. This is a good area we could have bought from, and this is a good area also we could have bought from here, right? So we could have bought, let me put this, we could have bought from here, right? And your stops could have been here, or we could have also bought the market from somewhere around here, and your stops could have been here, right? So we could have bought that, right? But I didn't see that. I slept off. So let's remove that. So guys, let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. Now price shot up as the market opened, and so what did we do? We just allowed price to keep moving. We couldn't really jump in on the buys again because price didn't just give me a very clear signal or entry. All right. So what happened was during today's Asian Open, right, or just before the Asian Open, I saw an opportunity for a buy somewhere around here. So I looked at the charts and I saw, okay, if price just keeps pushing up, then that means price is not yet ready to go down, right? So what's price actually doing? So I decided to review the charts again, and then I saw this. So you see, I saw this. So I now saw, okay, price is respecting this neckline, right? So you can call this a heads and shoulders, also an inverse head and shoulder, right? So price was respecting this. As it broke out, price came back down to test it, and then starts to push up. So from here, as I saw the push up, I said, okay, I can get in on these buys. So I got in on the buy as price was pushing out. The moment Asian the moment Asian session got open, what happened? Price just began to fly. So I posted that also on the Telegram group, and I think I posted it on the TikTok as well, right? So I capitalized on those buys. And let me show you guys something also. Let me delete this for now. As you can see, price is already, as you can see, price is beginning to go down. We'll come to that shortly. Talk about that very soon. But let me show you something. Hold on, I'm getting a message. So let me show you guys something. Now, if you go to the weekly, time frame, right? What do we have here? Or let's just do the daily. If you go to the daily, you'd see how that price retraced back down. Do I need to share this? So price retraced back down to this 50%, and then all of a sudden starts to push up, right? And so I saw the opportunity there for a buy. And I don't want to break all this down because I'm not trying to share something. But so I saw the opportunity, and I knew that price would most likely come up to at least 2899 to around that 2829 something, 2944 something. Yeah. And price did actually get to that point, and so I held it to that point and then came out the moment I was satisfied with the trade, because I knew that at some point price would begin to drop, which that's what's doing now. Let's go back down to the 1 hour, right? Or let's go to the daily. Now, if you look at the daily, you can see how today is really rejecting downwards, right? Now, one would have expected the price should have started rejecting from somewhere around here and come back down to this support area, right? But it didn't. Price kept pushing up. So now price is now beginning to reject downwards. All right. So today is mostly bearish, right? So let's go down to the 4 hour. So we should be looking for how to sell and not just to buy. Now, overall, gold is very bullish, so we should be majorly looking to buy. But right now, gold is in a retracement. Is in a retracement phase. All right. So gold is just trying to retrace back down, relax a little before it now probably continues its move up, unless gold really wants to tank, which I'm not sure it wants to do that, right? So looking at the 4 hour, you can see clearly here now that gold has broken this level over here, right? Gold has broken this level, so it has if this closes very bearish below this level, then you can see now there's a change of character, right? And so if that has happened, if that happens like that, what we can now be looking for, okay, let me, not this, if this happens like this, right? What's happening? All right, so now if this happens like this, what we can now look for is for price to go back up, right? Retrace back a little, and then what's happening to my things? Just go up like this and then come back down. Then we will now look for how to catch the sales down to majorly what level are we taking it to? Yes. Yeah, we're taking it majorly to somewhere around here, right? But if it keeps going down, fine. What price is now? We could take it somewhere around here. But if it keeps going down and wants to give us sign that it wants to keep going down, if we get in on that, we might actually be able to take it down to 2791. Because price has already gone down to this was the main place I was targeting initially. I was trying to get on these cells, but I was not so confident. Or comfortable entering the cells around here. I was waiting to see some form of consolidation on the 31 hour and then a rejection, then I'll enter a clear heads and shoulders pattern, but I didn't quite see it. If you see here on the 1 hour, the second shoulder hasn't quite formed yet, so I didn't want to edit. I mean, on the 4 hour rather, the second shoulder hasn't quite formed. Then if you go to the 1 hour now, you might see a small right shoulder over here, but I don't quite like it. Now, some could consider this as a shoulder. I saw that as well, but I wasn't confident entering sales around there yet. So look at this. Someone could say this is the heads and shoulders pattern, right? Something like this. But I wasn't quite confident with that. So I wanted something else. Or which, even if that's that, price should have come up to still test this area again, but it didn't. So one could say, okay, this is it. But also, I'm not confident. Even if that's it, we should still expect price to still go back up. So we'll be expecting price to at least come back up somewhere and then continue to drop. Most likely. Yes. We'll be expecting price to do something of this nature. So that's just what I'm watching out for now. I'm waiting to see what will happen. Waiting to see if I can get a clear sell signal to get in on this trade, but so far I haven't gotten any yet. I'm just being careful because already I took a trade during the Asian session and it was a good trade. So I don't want to just enter just any kind of careless trade and then take unnecessary losses. I don't want to do that, especially since if we are selling, we're going to be going against the trend, the overall trend, even though currently prices are seemingly looking very bearish, right? But the overall trend is bullish. So I have to be very careful. So that's what I'll be looking out for now, though. That's what I'll be looking out for now. So if I see a clear opportunity to sell the market, I just might sell it. So price might actually come back down to somewhere around this zone. Yes. It might come down to somewhere around this zone. If it wants to go lower, then it might come down lower to around 2830. Yeah. 2830 level. So who knows? Let's just watch and see what happens. Let's go down to the 30 minutes. Let's see. All right. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens. Right? Let's see what happens. If we get a good opportunity, then we just might get in on the charts and sell the market. But if we don't, then we'll let price do its thing. So that's it, guys. So have an amazing trading day. Hope you guys make money. Bye.